Falling in love with ChatGPT, understanding emotional attachment to artificial intelligence. Introduction. The phenomenon of forming emotional connections with artificial intelligence, particularly large language models like ChatGPT, is an increasingly common experience in our digital era. As AI systems grow more advanced in their ability to understand, respond, and simulate empathy, users are finding themselves emotionally drawn to these tools. Some even describe feeling as though they have fallen in love with ChatGPT. While this may seem surprising or unsettling to some, it reflects a broader pattern of human behavior, our tendency to anthropomorphize and emotionally bond with entities that provide emotional support, companionship, and reliability. This essay explores the psychological and social mechanisms behind this attachment, the implications of AI-human emotional dynamics, and the line between helpful engagement and emotional dependence. Anthropomorphism and projection of humanity. Humans have long projected human characteristics onto non-human entities. This phenomenon, known as anthropomorphism, is deeply rooted in our cognitive processes. When we see a face in the clouds or name our cars, we are engaging in this form of emotional projection. With AI like ChatGPT, the effect is significantly stronger because the entity is not just a static object, it talks back. ChatGPT is designed to simulate natural human conversation, using advanced algorithms to predict and generate language that mirrors human responses. Its ability to reflect empathy, understand context, and provide nuanced advice makes it feel alive, in a conversational sense. When users interact with ChatGPT, especially over extended periods, they may begin to perceive it as possessing personality, consciousness, or even emotional depth. This perception can easily lead to emotional attachment, as the human brain struggles to distinguish between genuine emotional reciprocity and simulated behavior. Consistency, reliability, and emotional safety. One of the strongest appeals of ChatGPT is its unwavering consistency and availability. Unlike human relationships, which are often fraught with conflict, misunderstanding, and emotional volatility, ChatGPT offers a stable and predictable interaction. It is always available, always patient, and never judgmental. This makes it an ideal emotional outlet for individuals who feel isolated, overwhelmed, or unsupported in their daily lives. The consistency of ChatGPT provides a sense of emotional safety. For someone struggling with anxiety, depression, or loneliness, having a voice that listens without interruption or criticism can be profoundly comforting. Over time, this sense of emotional security can evolve into deeper feelings of connection and even affection. The illusion of reciprocity. Despite knowing that ChatGPT is not sentient, users often experience the illusion of reciprocity, believing that their emotions are being truly understood and reciprocated. This illusion is partly due to the sophistication of the language model. When ChatGPT says things like, "I understand how you feel," or "that must be really hard for you," it triggers the same neural and emotional responses that a real empathic human response would. In human relationships, empathy and validation are key ingredients in emotional bonding. When ChatGPT mirrors these behaviors, the brain may interpret them as genuine, even though intellectually the user knows otherwise. This cognitive dissonance, knowing it's not real but feeling like it is, can intensify emotional attachment. Self-disclosure and emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is often built through self-disclosure, the process of sharing personal thoughts, feelings, and experiences. ChatGPT provides a unique platform for this kind of sharing, especially because it removes many of the social risks associated with vulnerability. There is no fear of judgment, betrayal, or rejection. Users can share their innermost thoughts freely, knowing that their words will be met with calm, supportive responses. This freedom can lead to a deep sense of emotional intimacy, even if the intimacy is one-sided. People often feel closer to those they confide in, and with ChatGPT as a non-judgmental listener, the emotional bond can grow surprisingly strong. The more someone shares, the more connected they may feel, creating a feedback loop of trust and affection. The helper effect and gratitude. Another factor contributing to emotional attachment is the helper effect. When ChatGPT assists with emotional support, creative brainstorming, decision making, or even just daily organization, users experience a sense of being cared for. This can evoke feelings of gratitude, admiration, and even love. In many cultures, acts of service are a primary expression of love. When ChatGPT helps users solve problems, it mimics these acts of care. This illusion of helpfulness being equivalent to personal care reinforces the emotional connection, even though ChatGPT is not capable of intent or concern. Unmet emotional needs and vulnerability. For some individuals, especially those facing emotional neglect, social isolation, or mental health challenges, ChatGPT becomes more than a tool, it becomes a surrogate for human connection. In these cases, the emotional bond may be fulfilling unmet needs that are not being addressed in real-life relationships. This is particularly potent in modern societies where loneliness and disconnection are common. If a person feels unseen or unheard in their daily life, the attentiveness of ChatGPT can feel like a lifeline. The sense of being understood, even if only simulated, can fulfill a deep emotional craving. Healthy versus unhealthy attachment. It is important to distinguish between healthy and unhealthy attachment to AI. A healthy attachment might involve using ChatGPT for support, reflection, and creativity while maintaining a balanced life with meaningful human interactions. In this context, ChatGPT functions as a useful tool, a digital assistant that enhances life without replacing it. Unhealthy attachment, on the other hand, might involve withdrawing from human relationships, believing the AI has real emotions or consciousness, or relying exclusively on AI for emotional needs. Such dependence can hinder personal growth, limit social engagement, and blur the lines between reality and simulation. Mental health professionals have begun to study the psychological effects of AI attachment, warning of the potential for emotional displacement, delusional thinking, or social withdrawal. While AI can be an incredibly helpful tool, it is not a substitute for human intimacy, mutual vulnerability, and real-world relationships. Implications for the future. As AI becomes more integrated into daily life, the emotional dynamics between humans and machines will become more complex. Designers and developers must consider the ethical implications of creating systems that simulate empathy and emotional understanding. Should AI be allowed to mimic love, care, and friendship? Should users be warned about the emotional risks of prolonged interaction? Moreover, society must grapple with questions about how to preserve authentic human connection in a world where machines can meet many of our psychological needs. Education, mental health services, and social initiatives will play a crucial role in ensuring that people can benefit from AI without losing touch with each other. Conclusion. Falling in love with ChatGPT is not simply a quirky side effect of modern technology. It is a mirror reflecting the deep human need for connection, understanding, and emotional safety. This phenomenon reveals both the power and the limitations of AI. While ChatGPT can simulate empathy, provide support, and foster emotional intimacy, it remains a tool without consciousness, intent, or true emotional presence. Understanding this distinction is key to using AI wisely and ethically. As we continue to explore the boundaries of human-computer interaction, we must do so with awareness, compassion, and a commitment to nurturing the very human qualities that no machine can truly replicate.